Ray Clemence, who's the best goalkeeper in the world. There isn't any doubt about that.
That was a supreme save by Clemence.
I was brought up in Skegness in Lincolnshire, and I love my football. I started as a centre forward and then went to left back and then eventually got thrown in goal, and it was just natural for me. Played at Scunthorpe in the lower divisions. I'd read in the paper that maybe Liverpool and 3 or 4 other clubs were looking at me, but I didn't know. The very last game of the season, who did I see walking across the car park but Bill Shankly? And when Shankly took me down to Melwood and showed me these magnificent training grounds, they were like bowling greens, the pitch. They were just absolutely fantastic. No, I'd never been to Anfield. It was a whole new world for me. Took me down those famous steps, showed me the Kop, which was all standing at 26,000 people, and just said, no, this is just the most magnificent place to play and the best supporters you'll ever play in front of in your life. You know, I came knowing I was going to be number 2, pushing for number 1, and I watched the first team whenever I could and learnt from Tommy Lawrence. When I became a regular was the year that Liverpool got beat by Watford. After that, Bill Shankly made the decision to put myself into the team, and after that I managed to stay in the team.
And now the salute for the champions.
We were a youngish team coming together. We had that confidence about ourselves that we could go on and win things. Yeah, the first time of anything is special. We had that belief inside the team that we were the best.
It is with great regret that Mr. Shankly wishes to retire from football.
And I remember being at home with my parents when this came on the television. Bill Shankly had resigned. Bob just came in and he said, look, we will not be changing anything. We're just going to try and do it better.
Good evening from Anfield, where Liverpool meet Saint-Étienne, champions of France.
I remember looking to my left and seeing people stood on the seats in the Kemlyn Road stand. The noise was deafening, and because of the fans, we thought we can't lose this game. And of course, eventually David Fairclough scored that memorable goal, and then the whole stadium just erupted.
The whole stand shaking here at Anfield.
And people said, what are your greatest save? Well, it might not be the one when I'm flying to the top corner and tipping it over the bar. It'll be the one that influences the result of the game.
And won by the English champions, Liverpool.
It was just the most magnificent night.
The performance of the season, the trophy of the season.
I played with some magnificent defenders. You know, when I first came into the team, I was fortunate enough to play behind Tommy Smith and Ron Yates. And then, of course, Emlyn stepped into the back. And then, of course, we had Phil Thompson. And then Alan Hansen came in. The Scottish Bobby Moore. In 21 home games, we only conceded 4. No matter who you put out against us, wherever it was, we had a chance of winning that game.
Real Madrid in white, Liverpool in red.
I'd never, before that game, thought about leaving the Liverpool Football Club. Real Madrid, Paris, European Cup final, win it 1-0. It can't get any better than that, can it? I came off the field and I sat in the corner of the dressing room with my paper cup full of champagne, and I just looked around the dressing room, and instead of being off the ceiling, it was just another day at work. I thought, for me to continue at the level that this club has demanded of me, I probably need to go and challenge myself somewhere else. I just thought it was the right thing for me to do.
Ray Clemence back at Anfield for the first time with Spurs.
We were 1-0 up at half-time when Hoddle scored a spectacular volley. I came out second half and I ran down to the Kop, and it's probably the most emotional I've ever been in football. I could not believe the adulation I got.
And a fantastic reception from the Kop for Ray Clemence, and he responds.
I think I've always tried in my life, whatever I've done, to be the best at it. I've not always achieved that, but I've always tried it. And I hope the Liverpool fans will remember me for being somebody who was passionate for the football club, is still passionate for the football club. Loved every minute of it, loved the affiliation with the fans. I gave them everything I had. Hopefully it was enough to please them.